Klipsch reference series speakers are beloved by music lovers all over the world for their powerful and bright sound, great price, and a catchy design. Last year, the Americans released a new generation of reference speakers. For example, next to me are the small but loud R-600F floor-standing speakers with excellent bass potential. These are the successors to the popular R-620F. What has changed from the previous generation? About this and not only in our review. Hello everyone, this is Pult Electronics and me, Deco. Let's go! It can be quite challenging to find the right recipe for success, and not all companies succeed. Since the reference series, now of the previous generation, was extremely successful, the developers did not change anything drastically. The same excellent imitation of natural veneer, the same copper-colored main drivers with concave dust caps. It is not even difficult to confuse the new and previous models. Nevertheless, there are a lot of changes, including in the design of all drivers without exception. However, those who are familiar with Klipsch reference speakers will immediately notice the new grille mounting. There is now a groove on the cabinet around the perimeter of the front panel, recognizable from the vintage heritage models and all other new Klipsch speakers.
The grills are still attached by magnets, but due to the edge of the grill, grates will not fall from any accidental impact. Although admittedly, no one had any complaints about the reliability of fixing the grills before, so the main reason for this update was simply to update the appearance. It allowed the speakers to keep their recognizable appearance but become more modern and laconic at the same time. The R600F enclosures are virtually unchanged, but the film used in the finishing is new. It imitates natural veneer with deep relief even more realistically and is even more resistant to mechanical influences. But much more importantly, the speakers have new stuffing as well. The main drivers, in this case with a diameter of 16.5 centimeters, still have copper-plated polymer cones, but the polymer itself is now different, crystalline, molded under high temperature. The material turned out to be a little lighter and at the same time stiffer than before, which allowed to reduce the already low level of distortion, keeping the sensitivity at the unattainable level of 96 decibels for the vast majority of competitors. However, this value was obtained in a normal room, not in an anechoic chamber. A little cheating here. The tweeters retain their 1-inch aluminum domes, but get new Captain suspensions for more linear movement. To make sure buyers don't forget this upgrade, the new generation reference has the tweeter domes painted in the same copper hue as the main drivers. Probably titanium nitride sputtering is used, but this is just my guess. What we do know is that the tweeters are now paired with the new and larger Tractrix horns. Similar horn heads, only rectangular, are also used on the rear phase inverter ports. However, they were there before. But the cable terminals of the R600F are unusual. There are a pair of compact outputs at the top of the rear of the cabinets. These are cables for low-profile connection of additional R40SA speakers in Dolby Atmos installations.
By the way, these satellites can also be wall-mounted, a very convenient solution for multi-channel installations. And coming back to our hero's R600F, it's time to talk about the sound. More precisely about the changes in sound in comparison with the predecessors of the R620F. Impressions are interesting. On one hand, the tonal balance hasn't changed. It is a familiar character. However, the new models are still ahead in nuances. The accuracy of drawing the plans of the soundstage has improved. More details in the sound have appeared. And microdynamics have also improved. On the other hand, the scale of the changes is comparable to the effect of replacing the signal source or cables with better ones. So if you already have R620Fs, there is hardly any sense of urgency in replacing them with the new R600Fs. But if you're just thinking of buying the Klipsch reference series speakers, there are definitely more arguments in favor of the new generation. That's all for today. Stay tuned and see you soon.